Welcome basketball fans to another edition of WNBA must-watch games. Tonight we're breaking down the explosive matchup between the Golden State Valkyries and Indiana Fever. Two teams with championship aspirations going head-to-head in what became an instant classic. Get ready for clutch shots, defensive battles, and superstar performances. Pre-game setup, the Valkyries entered this contest riding a 3-game winning streak, sitting at 22-16 in their inaugural WNBA season. Meanwhile, the Indiana Fever at 2018 were fighting for crucial playoff positioning in the competitive Eastern Conference, with Caitlin Clark averaging 19.2 points and 8.4 assists per game, and Aaliyah Boston dominating the paint with 14.1 points and 8.9 rebounds. This matchup promised fireworks from the opening tip. First quarter explosion. The game started with pure electricity. Caitlin Clark wasted no time announcing her presence, pulling up from 28 feet just 2 minutes in and draining it with ice-cold precision. The rookie sensation was in her bag early, but the Valkyries had an immediate answer. Kayla Thornton showed veteran savvy in the post, using a beautiful spin move to create space before finishing through contact. That's how you respond to a statement shot. The pace was frantic from the start. Boston showcased her versatility, grabbing a defensive rebound and immediately pushing the ball up court herself, finding Clark on the wing for another three-pointer. This Fever offense was clicking on all cylinders. However, the Valkyries' balanced attack kept them in striking distance. Their ball movement was poetry in motion. 5 passes in 8 seconds, culminating in a wide-open corner 3. When teams move the ball like that, good things happen. Clark wasn't done making jaws drop. With 3 minutes, 24 seconds left in the quarter, she pulled up from the logo, and I mean the logo, stepping into a 35-foot bomb like it was a layup line. The Chase Center crowd erupted. That's not basketball, that's artistry. First quarter score, Fever 28, Valkyries 24. Second quarter battle, the second quarter belonged to the big women. Aaliyah Boston went to work in the paint, using her 6'5" frame to dominate smaller defenders. She scored 8 points in the first 6 minutes, including a thunderous dunk that had the Fever bench on their feet. The Valkyries countered with their defensive intensity. They forced 3 consecutive turnovers midway through the quarter, converting each into fast break opportunities. That's championship-level defense translating to easy offense. Veronica Burton began finding her rhythm for Golden State, hitting back-to-back three-pointers to give the Valkyries their first lead of the game at 41-39. Burton's clutch gene was on full display, but Clark had other plans. She closed the half with another deep three-pointer, this time from 32 feet, giving Indiana a 47-44 halftime advantage. Through 2 quarters, Clark had 21 points on an efficient 7 of 11 shooting, including 5 of 7 from beyond the arc. Third quarter turning point. The third quarter was where this game truly became special. Both teams ratcheted up their defensive intensity, and every possession became crucial. Boston continued her dominant performance, scoring 6 quick points to open the half. Her footwork in the post was masterful. Pump fake, step through, finish. That's textbook basketball fundamentals. The Valkyries responded with a 12-2 run that flipped the game. Their defensive pressure forced Indiana into difficult shots, and they capitalized on every opportunity. Kate Martin hit a crucial three-pointer during this stretch, followed by a steal and assist to Thornton for an easy bucket. Clark tried to stem the tide with another spectacular shot, a step-back 3 over 2 defenders that had no business going in, but somehow it did. That's what separates good players from great ones. Making impossible shots look routine. Fourth quarter drama. The final quarter delivered everything you could want in a must-watch game. With 8:47 remaining, Boston tied the game at 70-70 with a beautiful hook shot over double coverage. The arena was electric. The next 4 minutes featured 5 lead changes. Every possession mattered, every shot was contested, and both teams executed at an elite level under pressure. Clark's competitiveness shined brightest in these moments. Down 77-75 with 2 minutes 43 seconds left, she drove through 3 defenders and converted a difficult layup while drawing the foul. The and one tied the game and shifted momentum back to Indiana, but Burton had saved her best for last. With the game tied at 82-82 and 47 seconds remaining, she attacked the rim with authority, drew contact, and converted the three-point play. That sequence essentially decided the game. Clark had one last chance to tie it, pulling up from 29 feet with 8 seconds left, but the shot rimmed out. The Valkyries had stolen a thriller. Final statistics and impact. Final score: Golden State Valkyries 85, Indiana Fever 82. Caitlin Clark finished with a spectacular 31 points, 9 assists, and 5 rebounds, shooting 11 of 20 from the field and 7 of 12 from three-point range. Despite the loss, she showed why she's already one of the league's elite players. Aaliyah Boston recorded a dominant double-double with 24 points and 12 rebounds, adding 3 blocks. Her paint presence was the difference maker for long stretches. For the Valkyries, Veronica Burton's 19 points proved crucial, especially her 4 of 6 3-point shooting. Kayla Thornton added 18 points and 8 rebounds in a well-rounded performance. The victory moved Golden State to 23-16, strengthening their playoff position, while Indiana dropped to 20-19, making every remaining game crucial for their postseason hopes. What made this victory even more impressive for the Valkyries was their defensive adjustments in the second half. They switched to a more aggressive pick-and-roll coverage, forcing Clark into tougher shots and limiting Boston's touches in favorable positions. The defensive strategy was executed to perfection by their coaching staff. The bench production proved crucial for Golden State's success. Their second unit outscored Indiana's reserves 18-8, providing the energy and fresh legs needed down the stretch. Players like Monique Billings and Lee Ueru stepped up with timely contributions when the starters needed rest. From an individual standpoint, this game showcased the incredible depth of talent in today's WNBA. Clark's range and shot-making ability reminded everyone why she was the most anticipated rookie in league history. Her court vision and basketball IQ were on full display, threading passes through tight windows and creating opportunities for teammates even when her own shot wasn't falling consistently. Boston's versatility continued to evolve before our eyes. Not only did she dominate in the paint, but her ability to step out and hit mid-range jumpers added another dimension to Indiana's offense. Her defensive presence altered numerous Valkyries shots near the rim, even when she didn't register blocks. The game also highlighted the importance of clutch shooting and mental toughness. Both teams had multiple opportunities to seize control, but it came down to who could execute under the brightest lights and highest pressure. This game epitomized everything great about the WNBA: elite talent, competitive spirit, and clutch performances when it mattered most. Clark's long-range brilliance, Boston's interior dominance, and Burton's timely heroics created a game that will be remembered long after the season ends. Both teams showed championship-level fight and skill. For the Valkyries, this victory validated their inaugural season success and playoff credentials. For the Fever, despite the heartbreaking loss, they proved they can compete with anyone when Clark and Boston are clicking. These are the games that grow the sport and showcase why women's basketball continues reaching new heights. The atmosphere at Chase Center was absolutely electric throughout, with fans on their feet for the final 10 minutes of regulation. This is the kind of environment that makes players elevate their games to another level. Looking at the broader implications, this matchup highlighted the incredible parity in the WNBA this season. Any team can beat any other team on any given night, and that competitive balance is what makes every single game must-watch television. The Valkyries proved that expansion teams can compete immediately at the highest level when they have the right system and culture in place. For young basketball players watching around the world, this game provided a masterclass in different aspects of the sport. Clark's shooting range and creativity, Boston's post positioning and defensive awareness, Burton's clutch mentality, and Thornton's veteran leadership. These are all skills that translate to every level of basketball. Thanks for watching, and remember to catch every remaining game. You never know when you'll witness the next instant classic. Instant Classic.